All right, good morning everyone. It's really early morning for me. I don't know what time you're watching this, but it's a little bittersweet. I'm saying goodbye, let's say for now, goodbye forever for this E46, but goodbye to the E46 for now. It just doesn't feel right. I'm not in love with the car. The amount of work that I'm gonna have to do to get the car to sort of put it together the way that I would want, and being uncertain if I'd even like it at the end is, it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like the right time. I have to build a house, and we're building, see here, this garage, we're building yarn, we're building curated manufacturing. It just doesn't feel like the right time to do this car, and like I said, I'm not in love with it. So it's getting picked up today. I figured I'd do an exit interview like I normally do, and I'm gonna do like a hybrid quick wash here. I'm gonna rinse it down. I just don't think it's the right thing to do, to give a car back and send it in dirty. Drove it for a week or so, and then it sat under a tree, or at least sat outside and got leaves all over and stuff. So we're just gonna do a rinse and a waterless sort of hybrid. We'll call it the Kyle Henderson method, the hybrid method of using N914 as our waterless wash. I guess we'll call it rinseless wash, although I'm going to rinse the car. Anyway, let's get that set up and let's say goodbye to the car. That's the plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse the car down, and then I'm going to use N914 with some microfiber towels, and that's going to be my wash solution here today. I've got my Toyo tires that finally came in. I should go get the measuring device. We've got these, the US Plastics measuring, so I can be precise, but we're roughly 4 bottle caps for 2 gallons, something like that. Because I'm gonna rinse the car, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm using McKee's N914, which I'm in love with. Works really well. I'm probably only gonna need a few towels, but let's take, we'll put 4 of them in there to start. Should be all I need. And that's about 2 gallons there. That should be good. So we're in this transition here. Yarn building is coming together. Mike and I are doing the lights. We'll be working on that later today. The Cree stuff, it's awesome. The Cree stuff is going in. Let's get the pressure washer set up. And so the problem is the pressure washer, I don't have my pressure washer at the moment. I'm waiting for it to come back. Or come, we'd put it into the Atlanta garage. What's going on here? Although my DI resin is toast, let's use the DI system here. Pressure washer on. Yeah, the new OG hose is better than this. See, this is a super pliable hose, the Cobra Jet is, but the Gates version, you can even hear the slightly more plastic in the Cobra Jet. See how it kind of has a bit more memory? It's still nice, certainly great. I think one of the greatest hoses on the market, but the Gates version that we've been making is better, which I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be. That wasn't the plan. It looks cool out here under the lights. It's super foggy out. I could barely see driving here this morning. So let's rinse. This car has a Art to Shine coating on it. It has nothing on the wheels. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rinse this, then I'm gonna blow it off, And then I'm going to do a rinseless wash with M914. Just a quick, easy wash. You know, it's probably going to get dusty and dirty in the transport truck anyway. But, you know, I'm telling you, you know, I bought the, you know, the E92. I bought this for $65K. I bought the E92 for $120,000. And so I'm guessing, you know, a lot of people would have a strong sentiment of entitlement because of that. And I don't have that. I mean, I feel like, well, I'm in partnership with EAG. I'm going to be buying stuff from them in the future. And I don't know, it just feels like they're going to send me a clean car. I think I should send them a clean car. So don't, you know, especially if you're a young guy, or if you're an old guy like me, you know, maybe reconsider that sense of, hey, I bought something really expensive, so I'm owed something, instead of, hey, we're in this together. I should do the right thing here, which is to, you know, spend half an hour or an hour and just clean up the thing before you give it back. Certainly if you're selling it private party. And I've always talked about this. Even trading into a dealership, I've always, you know, washed the car. Gives me one last time to, you know, to rub on it a little bit. And I don't think you can go wrong doing that. And just think having the I'm gonna get mine attitude is a really bad way to live. Forget the other guy. It's just for your own purposes, your own personal growth. I would suggest living a little bit more grateful existence. I know, because I'm so monotone, and those of you that watch these videos and know me know that the monotone and tell you like it is attitude, or, you know, demeanor, is not necessarily my attitude. I'm actually a pretty grateful dude. At least I aspire to be. Okay, so that's all we need with the pressure washer. So let's just wind this thing up, put it away. I call this the Kyle Henderson method because this is how he does it most of the time. Doing a full rinse down gets most of the surface dirt off. I don't find the need to use it, so, you know, we get in these arguments all the time, but if I were to put a pH neutral soap on, so if I throw some, if I just quickly threw on some GSF, it's not gonna freaking do anything. I just wasted $2, $3 worth of soap. So soap foaming and then rinsing the soap off is stupid. It doesn't do anything. Or it does very, very little. So that's why I'm not foaming it. Because I'm not doing a full wash. I'm just doing more of a superficial wipe down. Because like I said, regardless of what I do, EAG is going to wash the car anyway when they get it. They're going to wash it. I only put a couple hundred miles on it. So it's still showroom ready to sell. So if you want this car, hit them up. I don't know what they're going to sell it for, but I don't know if E46s have they gone up in value. So let's now blow the bulk of the water off of this thing. Throw some Howard Light. This is a brand new set. Was brand new. Mike was using them to do the concrete, so they were a little dirty. Well, let's put these on. Battery. Let's blow this thing off. You know, washing the car this way doesn't really save all that much time. It's mainly just saving me from getting all wet. and getting all the products out. That'll do it. And now what I'll do, this thing's pretty nifty. This is a Solo, I've been testing it out. A Solo sprayer that's motorized or electric. There's a little lithium ion battery in this sucker. So what we'll do is we'll go top down, like normal, put a little pre-soak mix on here. I think this is mixed 128 to 1, roughly. So the reason this car is exiting, as I'd mentioned, it just doesn't feel like the right time in my life for this. I say, you know, we're getting rid of it for now, you know, just simply because I don't want to close the door on an E46, but I'm just not willing to fight for it right now. It's just, you know, I think I'm going to have to fight really hard for this car to get it to make me like it. And there's so many nice cars available that I already do like. And so I just don't find it necessary to fight this fight. So I think it's time to part ways for now. And I just don't like how it sounds. I think the probability of it sounding good is low. You know, I know everybody gets you're iconic. There's iconic and there's terrible, and this is on the terrible scale. I don't care how much nostalgia there is on how this thing sounds. If it doesn't sound good, it doesn't sound good. So the engine note to me is terrible. I mean, I'm sure it can handle really well in stock form. It's okay. It just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. I know people would say, well, you know, the E36 is an inferior car, but the E36 to me is not, just feels simpler. And I did that project, you know, we did the whole thing. So that car should be back here shortly. So that car, I don't know, if that one feels right, this one doesn't. I don't know what to tell you. Say whatever you want. Plus, my E36 is special. The E92 I'm getting is special. This is just a really nice, you know, well taken care of, well restored. It's just a really nice version of an E36. I want something special. So that's probably a good chunk of the reason why I'm sending it on its way. This is a OG drying aid. This has some weird Art to Shine coating on it. Seems okay. It's got graphene, bro. I shouldn't have to worry about water spots. So, one of the main reasons, you know, in my life at this point, and I'm just shuffling cars around, just moving them around everywhere, you know, just back and forth, and so it's just not something I really want to do. And so I'm probably going to get rid of one more car. I don't know what that's going to be. Until I get, you know, until I have my 10-car garage at my house where I have all the room in the world to do whatever I want with it. And then I can store cars and sort of put them on flat spot preventers and have some, you know, trickle chargers that are all pre-installed so that cars can sit. And right now, like I said, I'm shuffling them around. It's not fun doing that. So combine the severity of work that would need to be done to get this thing dialed in. I think I need the drying aid. She's gonna make it harder because it's so wet out here. I'm gonna need a third towel. It's just you know, it's not raining, but it's very very humid. There's lots of dew. And so maybe E36 or E46 someday. I think the E36 is staying. We'll see when it gets back. I'd darn near break Waba's heart if I got rid of that thing. Because I do have the GT3 Touring coming. That'll be here in 7 or 8 months. Gosh, it's not, everything's just smearing around. It's not drying. It's so wet out right now. So this is the main reason why I use this big bulk towel. So we're doing stuff like this. Any dirt that was still left over. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the drying aid today. Because it's not totally drying, you know, the N914 won't leave any streaks or any stuff behind. The drying aid will, although it'll probably flash and dry fine. The car is not drying because it's wet out here. It's foggy and dewy. So the windows are gonna look all smeared up maybe. Maybe not. This won't dry. Yeah, we'll skip the drying aid part because the car isn't drying. Then when I pull it inside, jeez. You guys can't see that, but it looks terrible. I don't want to rub on the car this much. So the E92 will be here shortly, and it's going to be freaking awesome. I think, you know, I've always thought, and you never know when, but I'd always thought that at some point I would get a forever car, if you will. Nothing's forever with me, but I'd get a really amazing example. I should just pull this in next door. This is a pointless drying exercise here. But the only way I would replace my really, really nice current M3 is if I found something special. And every one I've always found always had something weird about it that I didn't love. The only thing, you know, I would love to have another Le Mans, but I think Interlagos is awesome too, so I think this car is going to be a keeper. And so I'm going to modify it just like, so a lot of you are going to be disappointed in how boring, so boring and unoriginal. Well, there's one best way to do it, and that's the way I've already done it. So I'm going to improve upon a few things. I think I'm going to order some HREs again for it. This time I'm going to tell them what the offsets I want. This towel's still got another side to it, so let's do the door while I'm here. I'm applying 0 pressure. There we go. So we're going to skip the drying aid, just stay with the N914. And I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go pull the car in because the landscaping people are here. So I'm going to pull it in next door and wipe it down, vacuum it out. And we'll catch you on the flip side. I'll see you on the send-off video, the send-off and receiving video of me taking possession of my new E92. So, quick one for you, but we'll see you later, E46. Maybe we'll catch you someday soon. Thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. Wait for the E92 stuff. It's going to be awesome. and the giveaway helped me finance this purchase. See you soon.